Hello, crafty stampers. So we're going to go ahead and show you how to do this rain boot happy birthday card. I'll show you all the pieces that you'll get with your kit. So you will get an envelope, your white base card, your colored background. Then you will get this patterned piece that will be behind your boots. You will also get a happy birthday. I hope I included some mounting tape. I'm sorry if I forgot on this one. Then you also get your boot straps. So you get 2 straps, and then you get these gold buckles. And I already put the gold buckle on this one. Then you will get 2 boots. They go the same direction. And you'll get lots of different flowers. Because I didn't know what kind of combination that you guys want to do with your flowers. How you want to layer them. And then I did a bunch of sequins that you can put on your flowers if you'd like. So I went ahead and first off, what I did is went ahead and put my sequin flowers together. So I kind of laid out all the big ones, the little ones, how I'd like to layer them with different colors. You're probably going to have plenty extra because on these you get, I think 6 different designs, including the very tiny dots and the very tiny flowers and everything like that. So you'll get several to figure out how to layer how you'd like to do that. So you'll have plenty for another project probably on this. Because on my card I did 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 cards, flowers on mine. If you want to, you can put some flowers down here too. Stick them underneath the happy birthday. If you have some extra ones, that would look really cute too. So I'll go ahead and get started with this one. So basically, oh, and on this I forgot too, you're going to get leaves. So you're going to get, for each boot, you're going to get 2 of the smaller ones. Then you're going to get 2 each of the, for each boot, the ivy, and then 2 each of this kind of designed leaf on here. So you get plenty of those too. And like I say, you don't have to use the happy birthday. You don't have to use you can redesign this if you like it different. What I would do first before I start the project, I would go ahead and put the buckle together just so you have all these little parts out of the way and you're not losing all these little parts. And you just put the buckle in the center. And we're going to put that off so it will go dry. And then I would go ahead and put all my little flowers together. And you can put your little sequins and stuff on them too if you like at that time. So what I went ahead and did, I started doing my background part of my card. So I'm going to go ahead and put the background on. And if you guys would like any of these cards extra, let me know. Any of the cards you guys ever buy from me, if you guys want a different saying here, just let me know. I can put that on there for you. If you want to have it blank and you want to stamp something else, so you have smaller, or I can do it for you. Doesn't matter on there. So on these, I just went ahead and laid these down flat on mine. And I actually centered this one because you're going to have the happy birthday and you're going to have the flowers up above too. So you can actually look at this and see where that's going to center on here. Okay, so when you're designing this, you want to make sure your happy birthday's down there. Okay, so what I did on mine is I didn't put my boots even. I kind of put them off kilter a little bit, like this one down and then this one up, this one over on that. So you want to lay them down. So I put my buckles on. So if you see this buckle, it has a buckle part going this way. And I put the buckle part going off the boot a little bit. So I would go ahead and put the buckles on the boots. And where the dimension of it is, I put it just kind of right underneath. There's a little crease of the boot, and I just put it right underneath a little bit crease of the boot. And let pretty much to that, where the knob sticks out, that's where I put off the boot. And the nice thing about using glue on this, that you have time to move it around if it isn't exactly where you want it. So that's the good thing of this is I would do all the little pieces first, just so you're not in the middle of the project and you lose your pieces on your tabletop and everything. Another thing I use too is this is a magnetic just piece. And when I'm doing projects, I've learned you don't want to lose your little pieces. So I always set down a magnetic piece on my desk. And every time I die cut or something, I put it back on the magnetic piece. So it's not sticking to anything. It's not underneath a stamp thing, or, you know, you knock it off accidentally. Or another thing that I do too is I have this easel that I got from Dollar Tree, and I've actually glued on the magnetic thing. And so when I'm up on my desk, I just pop it up on there, and then it stays up high and it's not actually on the desk. And I can see my little magnetic pieces here too. So there's a lot of good pointers with your magnetics, because I know dies are very expensive and you just absolutely cringe when you lose a little piece of an important kit that you bought. Okay, so the next thing that I do on mine, just because you want to do the leaves underneath your boots, what I did is I went ahead and glued just the bottom of the boot and put the boot where I want that. And we'll glue the top part later, but we want to stick the greenery underneath it. I didn't put the boots exactly the same. Gives it a little bit more dimension. And see, you have the little bit of flap here, because we're going to stick some greenery down there. Okay, so you have this piece, and this piece that will be on one boot. And this piece, looks like I got too many. What did I do here? I guess that's what I get for drinking coffee and doing this. So you're actually going to get two, and two. And I think I said that before, but I don't know why there's so many pieces. So what I went ahead and did, this is the set you're going to do. So I would just take just your dab of glue, and decide where you want your greenery. You can actually stick it in first and decide how it will look if you put it in different areas, just like we did the last project, like putting things on there first and then you glue them down to figure out where you want them. And this one you can stick way down on the boot if you want. And then we have this little one. You can kind of just play with it and see where you want yours to go. Just hide the greenery so it doesn't look like it's coming out the boot on the sides or anything when you put it on. And I kind of do the greenery first, and then I decide how I want to do the other pieces of the flowers and stuff. Okay, so now that when that's down like that, what I'll go ahead and do is I will glue down my boot now, because the boot is okay to glue down because you have all your greenery in there and you're not putting any flowers unless you want to pop some flowers coming out of your boot. Okay. So what I want to do first is I kind of want to just lay out my flowers just to get an idea of how I'd like to have it. You can have them overlapping. You can have them sitting anywhere you'd like. You don't want to have them in just a certain order, just like a perfect order, because of course flowers aren't perfect, to have them abstract and stuff. So what I went ahead and did after I found out a design that I liked, I just started gluing down. And if you want to be a little bit creative, you can use a pop-up to pop up some of the flowers too, to add some dimension. And I know you guys, it's killing me with this postal on cards. You got to do the 20 cents extra on any dimensional stuff. I just got a card back from one of my customers, and I sent out a birthday card to them, and it didn't really have any dimension, but it had these jewels on it, and they sent it back to me for an extra 20 cents, and it just kind of burns me a little. But you know, any dimension on any card, they're charging extra fee now, so you have to really watch that when you want to send out any cards, to make sure you don't get them back. And it's just been really tough, and I know a lot of people just choose to do flat cards for that issue, but I really love dimension on cards. Okay, so if you want to, after you're done with that, I put a few jewels on. Oops, I guess I didn't glue that one down. I did a few jewels on some of them. So what you want to do, if you have one of these, this is a great tool that I got from the dollar store. It's just the picker. And the ones that I gave you, just grab with your picker or whatever. And just set it down in the center. And you don't have to put them on every one of these, of course. And you do have little tiny dots in your set of flowers too, that you can just put a dot on the smaller ones or put a dot on this. You don't have to have, I want to put a little dot on this one. I have a purple dot. Okay, then on this one, I'm going to decide to do a pop-up on this one. Any kind of pop-up, it's extra money for the Postal Service. It has to be flat, flat, flat. They're just getting really, really strict with it. So then I went ahead and put the happy birthday down here, which is not centered. There you go. And like I said, if you want to try out something, with your extra flowers that you got, you can try to put like a little flower down here, put a flower on here, whatever you like on that. So there is the boot one. If you guys like that and you want to order more, just let me know. I will send the happy birthday, but like I said, with all my cards, if you want another saying, just let me know. I put a different saying on here. Or if you don't want to use that and you have your own sayings, that's great. So if you have any questions, just let me know. Thanks.